I love how I have to do this every time I want to open that friggin' hatch. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be working on the blue Passat here. And why? Because I'm going to clean it out, and I made a discovery when I was taking the fuel pump out, is that this thing has a full tank of gas. Now, it should be 91 octane. Now, the question is it still good? Probably not. It probably shouldn't be running cars. Maybe with a fuel stabilizer you might be able to save it, but it looks still pretty clean. But anyway, I want to take all the fuel out of this car and basically from there just empty the tanks and get them prepped for being dropped. The idea is the tanks need to be sold, the drivetrain needs to be sold. I have no use for it. If I'm going to run any kind of fuel tank in this car, I'm just going to run a fuel cell, not a tank. So, as you can see here, I already got the pump out. There's one of the jerry cans coming here. I still need to cut the connector off for them. But down there's the filter and the housing that I can't get out because of this ring here. Super annoying. I should have covered a video on how to take this out, but mine was being stubborn and I could barely get it out. So there's another jerry can. There's the hose over to the other side of the tank to draw fuel. And then in the back there's all those tires that need to be sold for sure. I know one set's going to be going on the green Passat, but these are Detroit's. It comes in a winter variant and summer all season. So, and this car is being slowly taken over by spiders. A lot. It's another thing we need to do still, so I'm gonna look forward to that. So we're gonna back up the charger, I'm gonna hook the battery up, and then we'll open the hatch, we'll pull the tires out, we'll pull the mat up. We'll start screwing up all the lids for the pumps, and then we'll drain the tanks completely. That way it makes dropping them so much easier, they're so much lighter, and I can't wait. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this. I love how I have to do this every time I want to open that friggin' hatch. Okay, so we're moving to the back of the car now, so this is going to be super simple here. So we got more Detroits to move. We got the headlights from this one that'll be probably swapped into the B car, or green car soon. So we're going to pull those out, and then we'll pull this mat up right here, and that should give us access to the secondary pump. And that's another thing I should mention. So on these Passat Wagons, the fuel pump on the W8s are located on the passenger side, rear seat, under the seat. If you ever want to look for it, it's right under there. I should have covered this because I looked at a lot of YouTube videos, and there's not really a whole bunch of people saying where it is or at all. I think there's one other guy, but yeah, the W8s and the Wagon is right under the seat. So I don't know if the 4Motion sedans are any different, just the standard 1.8Ts or 2.8s, I think, one of the two. But without further ado, we're gonna jump into unloading this car. I'm gonna put my baby gloves on so my super dry hands don't get any more dry and dirty and crack. So What I'm screwing into now is the other tank, the auxiliary tank on this W8. So that one's out. You could definitely tell someone was in here before, just by the marks on this fuel can here. And you can just pry it up with the screwdriver, or you can use a flathead or something safe, but you can take a flathead. Can't find my hammer at the moment, so I'll be using these, but you just want to tap it, and eventually it'll get loose enough where you can grab it with your hand. And with these trippy Euro plugs, bolts like it, I like to press down and then release, push down and release with that, and then I'll tuck that out of the way for now, and I'll continue taking that ring off. Then I'll screwdriver here. Kind of pry that up there. There comes a level sensor. And this tank is bone freaking dry. I don't see a single thing of gas in this. So that's always good. I guess I don't have to worry about this tank. Oh well. Okay, well that was a lot easier than I thought. But when it comes to the fuel system, to be able to get the actual fuel pump out, it kind of twists. Like there's a little half up here I can show you. See this guy right here? When you need to take the pump out, now you need to have about like a third of the tank remaining. And this might get stuck in the housing, so you can lightly tap it around the edges here to get it broke. It just needs to be turned about 10 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise. It'll break loose. This will come out. This top half here, to be able to get these clamps off, especially when you see this, it was broken when I found this. You can just take cutters to these clamps, the Euro style clamps. Super simple. There's the top to get the ring off. These rings are super easy to get off. You just take a hammer and you just lightly tap counterclockwise and it'll break loose. Use some WD-40 to get going. But I'm not actually sure how to take this ring off here. I'm not actually sure at all, because down there you can see there is still a if it'll focus, but as you can see down there, it's just more filter. It's filter. There's a lot of gump down there. Might as well just buy a new one. But there's an O-ring too that you can get out of the way there. And it's the same with the other side of the tank. Same process. 3 screws hold the caps on. Same on this side, 3 screws hold the caps. Just I hope you don't run into the same issue I did, of course. That just means that it was a lot harder to break loose. I'm covered in fuel. It is not, I thought it was easy, but I was wrong. I was mistaken. Like whoever did this wrong last definitely, I don't know, they jammed it in or something. It just felt like jammed and stuck. Oh well, it's done. I got these wheels out. I thought about putting these on, and then I discovered some of them have splits in the wheels. They're weathered and just not overly great for the green Passat. Instead, I'll just put them up for sale, get rid of them. And that way, someone else can enjoy them, put new tires on. They look sick. They're pretty sick wheels. I like them a lot, but I don't really want to put tires on. I'd rather just get another set aftermarket that looks sick on the green Passat. Now we're just gonna put everything back, make sure the car doesn't stink too much of fuel. Everything's kind of cleaned up and whatnot. Then we'll clean, and then from there, we'll wrap it up. So let's jump straight into that, get that done and over with. It's like 6 screws and the pump's staying out. So That one might be difficult, but we'll see. So let's jump into it. All right, now that that is done and over with, the car is back together more or less. It's just got to deal with all of that mess right there. That's always great. There's not much really left for us today. It's been a couple hours. I'm covered in fuel. I need to evaporate. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and next week we'll definitely do a little more something exciting with the green one. The green one for sure needs to get the ABS soldered together to fix the engine check light, because I found the 2 wires in my downtime. And then it'll need a coolant level sensor, which I already got the plug at a pick and pull off a newer Jetta. So I'll hook that up, I'll solder it up, I'll document that for you guys, and if you ever run across it, just with this ABS sensor and this code, you want to always double check your connection. If you're having any issues, get a multimeter to find out what's grounding, and you should be fine. I won't go into depths because I just got lucky and I pulled the reservoir and I saw the 2 spliced wires. Last thing there will be just basically hook up the speakers, give it an oil change, and she's good to go, honestly. Oh, I gotta also do the antenna on the car as well. Other than that, it's gonna be jumping into the blue one, pulling parts off, getting parts ready for people. I'm gonna have the post up this week for sure, that I'm parting it out. I'm just parting out the powertrain, the engine, the transmission, and of course the fuel tanks, because I don't need them. The fuel pump's out. So I'll drop the tanks after pulling out the drive shaft and everything, get rid of these wheels first, and then I'll document all that content for you guys, and I can't wait to show you. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, hit that like button, comment down below, and best of all, if you haven't already, hit that bell notification. Keep up to date on all future Valiant's content. And remember guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, Valiant out.